Stakes are high as the Chiefs and the Sharks meet in this Week 12 clash in Rugby Super 14. On one hand, a Chiefs side that have got themselves back into contention after a poor start. On the other hand, a Sharks team that started well, very well, hit a bit of a pothole, but are now back and probably just one win away from securing a semi-final, very much in the hunt for a playoff match at home as well. And you can see just how important it is for the Chiefs and the Sharks. The Sharks really would be starting to eye the possibility of a home semi-final. If they can't win this, then their chances of making the top four will take a real dive. But they're up against a side with a real incentive. If they can win this game, the Sharks will have beaten every New Zealand side this season, which would be a first for any team in this competition.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome the Sharks.
And again, as there was last week, there's plenty of support in the home crowd, dotted amongst the local fans, plenty of Sharks supporters. Stuck with the side that did the business last week with one notable exception. AJ Fenter back in the starting 15 after missing last week with a calf strain. The wily veteran fills out a loose forward trio that includes the hard-working Jacques Bortis and Bob Skinstad, who drafted brilliantly last week. The Chiefs will have to be wary of kicking loosely anywhere in their own half or even beyond after Francois Stein's efforts last week. Still prone to making the odd mistake, but he's a potential match winner. Well, JP Peterson on the wing, the hottest try scorer in Super Rugby at the moment. And there's some of the Sharks fans gathered in the crowd here. Well, the Chiefs know that this is a crucial game. Probably their last at home this season. Marty Holler returns to the side as expertise in the loose will be crucial against the abrasive Sharks pack. They should be able to match the visitors up front, which brings the backline into sharp focus. The defence has been ordinary, but the explosive attacking talents of their backline will have the Sharks paying attention. No Byron Kelleher, but Brendan Lennon showed with his hat-trick last week how dangerous he can be from the half-back position. And we're all set. Stephen Donald sets the match underway, kicking down to the corner, and JP Peterson, who immediately puts the ball downfield. Sione Lauaki is back, fires a very flat pass across to Sitiveni Sivivatu, putting one high into the night sky, and hesitation amongst the Sharks defenders. And some of the big guys have got back, and Dion Carstens, the loose head prop, sets it up.
See the backs now, quite a few here. Kini Lau in. Looks as though the Chiefs like attacking from this part of the field.
Well, they'll need a better scrum than they had last time. And they got a free kick taken quickly by Lauaki. Just smashes and through Bortis. Now they'll look to get it wide. No, back in field it goes to Sims Davison. Now to Donald. Boy, they are up flat. Sweeney taking it on, wrapped up by Waylon Murray.
No hand, Sharks. Stay.
Coming, you can see they plugged the short side because the Sharks' backs were right up flat on defence. Now they go to Donald into centre field. Sivivatu trying to ride a tackle, but he can't.
To ruck now, leave it.
Right out in front of the post, just out from the 22. Donald again, moving it on. Lauaki unleashes a brilliant pass to Kini Lau. Back to his feet. Eventually brought to the ground by Montgomery, but they're putting some pressure on the Sharks early on. Now they look to get it wide. Sweeney. Masana. Oh, did he get it down?
Body language, Tony, not great.
Okay, thank you.
Well, I think JP Peterson's got across here and made what could be a try-saving tackle.
Gary, you there? Could you confirm whether it's a try?
Well, they had them beaten, didn't they? The pass from Lavia was superb. They had the numbers, really stretched them, and that's the danger you've got with rushing defence, compressed defence.
It's going to be clear, and then it became difficult at the end.
Oh, that doesn't look too bad to me, just quietly. Let's have a look.
Well, has he dropped
still have
it?
Control.
Well, we've seen them given, and we've seen them not given.
I didn't think it looked good in real time. I think that this looks okay.
Well, the flag's going down from Peterson, isn't it? Great defence from Peterson, but looking at this angle here, it looks pretty good.
Well, he wants to just have a look at normal speed, I think. Oh, I think that's a try.
Yeah, so do I.
You look at it at normal speed, that looks like a
Well,
try.
I think he's got control, and I think that's the important thing.
Happy with the grounding of the ball, you may award the try.
I'll award the try, thank you.
Lelia Masanga's 8th try of the season. Chiefs lead by 8-0, and good for it too. And really, you go back to that thumping run by Sione Lauaki. That really got them going forward. This is the finish of it.
Just look at the Sharks coming up, really compressed defence. Smart pass from Lavia. Plenty of room.
Yeah, lovely passing, wasn't it? Just nice wide pass. Sweeney did well here. He committed nicely. And he's a great finisher, Masanga, isn't he? We know that. Good defence from the Sharks. And that's a great 5-pointer.
Well, from that angle, of course, it didn't look good because you couldn't see the ball making contact with the ground. You just saw it slewing away. But here's Donald, hooks the conversion. But it's 8-0. And the Chiefs have the start they wanted. This is a nice pass here from Lavia. And so is this too from Sweeney. And this young fellow, we talk about the young talent in the Sharks back line. He's a real youngster, and that's taken Masanga, here he is, the joint top try scorer in the competition with JP Peterson on 8.
Stay 7.
And he's not frightened to take on the big guys either. That's not a great kick though. Here's Montgomery. And well, he got a bit isolated there, and they have to go in and help him out.
Lost forward by Sharks.
Well, Montgomery had the option to fire the pass away to Skinstad, who'd stuck with him. Ran into two big Chief and lost the ball.
Just too many mistakes, isn't it, from the Sharks? Handling errors. They haven't had their hands on the ball. Kicked a wee bit of it away, but so Borders just dropped one before, and they've just dropped one again. They're just giving the ball away.
Touch.
Chiefs are getting territory. Oh, that's harsh.
Tight head. Push straight, please, not across. Tight head.
Oh,
That's
gee,
clear.
that's a harsh penalty. Ominous for the Chiefs scrum. He got them penalised in last scrum for actually going down on the tight head, so the guy went up this time, and he pinged him for going up.
Well, that hasn't gone into touch. So that's a bit of a let-off, and Stain, well, he can kick the ball a long way.
Let's go.
So they'll get the line-out throw, but not where they should have got it. Just trying to peel off too much ground. And Staines put it down just over halfway.
Just kill him straight.
Bobby Skinstad and Sione Lauaki reacquainting themselves off the ball again. A bit of niggle at the back.
Robinson, up he goes.
Lead him in the air, 5 Sharks.
He is an outstanding line-out forward. Just getting a little facial massage there from Johan Muller.
From behind if you come in, 8.
Another one who did
Stop once, Chiefs.
a really good job in the engine room last week. Here's Davison. Fenter trying to drag him to ground. He's got good strength, and it's there. Lauaki again, who's causing some real havoc. This time Bortis manages to put him on the ground. And a little hand there. Marty Hollis managed to get it.
By Sharks on the ground.
Well, he did have it.
A little one.
And he's lost it, but the first knock-on came from the Sharks. But Lauaki, they're using him effectively, Drakey.
Yeah, just off the ruck and more, probably thinking they could maybe make some damage.
I think the Chiefs will know that their chance to win this game is to get out to a reasonable lead and make the Sharks chase the game.
Get a bind.
Well, that's a much better scrum too. And Lauaki wreaking havoc. Gets the ball away nicely to Marty Holler, to Leonard. Leonard driving through the tackle. They've got it to the 22. Messam picking it up. Coming now for Leonard. And away to Donald. And Lauaki this time transferring the ball, and then pass offloaded to Donald. Broken play, and he's dangerous. Away to Sivivatu. Now Messam stepping back in field. He's a brilliant runner.
From behind now, Sharks.
Chiefs trying to rip the ball out of there. And it is there, but again it's been slowed down. Donald, he'll take them on if he sees them up too flat. Davison tidying again. Oh, Bortis has got in there, and he was offside. He wasn't the tackler. That's the key to it. Had he been the tackler, he would have been okay, but he wasn't.
Well, he couldn't resist, could he? He was right there, loose forward. Natural instinct to go for the ball. It'll be another 3 points.
The only thing is that if it was still a tackle, see how many players were involved here. Well, he was the tackler there, to be fair.
What are you doing? Shot a
Oh,
goal.
second glance, I think he's a bit unlucky there. There's no offside at a tackle.
Better set piece, Drakey, from the Chiefs from that midfield scrum. They just worked the right-hand side nicely and ended up in a good territory, isn't it? Good ground position. They're on the right side of the park.
Chance for Donald. Very handy. And it's 11-0. So it's the Chiefs 11-0. And the restart goes down to Lelia Masanga. Big pass across to Sivivatu. And that is not a good kick.
Well, he didn't want it, did he, really?
No, he's looking across and going,
No thanks.
what do you expect me to do with that? He's not there for his kicking. So here's a chance for the Sharks, a rare opportunity. It's their first line-out throw of the night.
Come back, Ken.
Miller took it down, but they haven't been able to advance it yet, trying to peel it away. And I think Chiefs have got on there and may have actually ripped the ball off them. Oh, that's superb where I think it was Marty Holland maybe initially.
Well, I thought it was Gibbs, but I'd like to know where he came from.
And he came in from behind.
Oh, well, I've just asked the question. He said he came in from behind. Well, I don't really think so. Look at him there. He came in from behind. He came in from the Sharks side.
Oh, there it is there, yeah.
Crouch,
Sort of
touch,
top of the headgear, I thought it might have been Holland, but Lawaki off the back, Pina, and he wading through the tackle again, and Leonard belts it high into the night here. Masanga giving chase. Montgomery got him, got back to his feet.
let it go.
And again, Sharks having to double
Stay
back.
there, 13.
Stain just outside the 22. Charged! Here's a chance! Ravia gets the try! Oh, he wants to check the grounding.
I don't think there'll be any problem, seriously, Tony. He could have had a cup of tea
Check the grounding for me, please. Confirm whether it's right.
while he waited for this.
Yeah, I was the same. I had the... Yes. Thank you.
Second try of the night, Tarsesa Lavia. It came from the charge down. He says, that's two, boys.
Thanks, Gary.
Better kicking game, isn't it, from the Chiefs? The Leonard kick got them down here. Montgomery recovered well enough. Stain, his wind-up was just too much.
So
I think they also need to acknowledge that defence of Lelia Masanga. He put the pressure on from the first Leonard kick, and then the Chiefs' fast defence, and a very, very good try, Lavia. But a lot of pats on the head for Lelia Masanga.
Well, they've shot out to a 16-0 lead with the kick to come. And as suggested before, the Sharks aren't going to be able to grind this one out. Got to get their hands on the ball. Chiefs are doing a magnificent job of controlling territory and possession, and the pressure are all over them. And the kick is successful. 18-0. They're going a point a minute. John Smith.
Back you go. Back you go.
AJ's helping out with the counting again.
Green.
And Muller
Stay 10 till it's over.
takes it
Stay
down.
10 till it's over. Stay 10 till it's over. Righto, we're off. Yeah. Don't come up when
Portis
you're not
has it in the back. Just broken up a little here, and Portis, he wrapped up there by Tom Willis. They're still going forward.
Lead the player.
Now coming for Pinar. Away it goes to Stain, and stepping in again. Chiefs not able to make the tackle. Murray.
First one's by Sharks.
Well,
First one by Sharks.
that's a couple of times now when the Chiefs haven't been able to make the tackle because the bloke in the green jersey's been in the way. And have a look here.
Yeah, well,
Oh, that's nice. That's nice, Drakey, isn't it? That's the first time I've seen France Stain play, and just showed a bit of a glimpse of the talent of this boy.
the rushing defence, though, Matt, is just suffocating them.
It's gone down, slowly up.
Chiefs
That's
are up
dangerous.
so quickly. I mean, they've leaked in midfield very badly. A lot of pressure on Lavia coming into this game. But they've matched up pretty well.
Looking both sides.
So 9 minutes to go in the first half. The Chiefs have 2 tries.
Yeah, we'll wait.
Sharks starting to get a bit of ball, a bit of territory now. But this is a Chiefs feed to the scrum.
Crouch, touch, pause, engage.
And it goes from Leonard.
Ball's out.
Sharks trying to screw it. And Leonard done pretty well there because he had Pinar all over him. And sets off upfield with great determination. She's piling after it. Lavia, back it goes to Donald. Saw 2 coming at him. One of them, Bortus, makes the tackle, but Davison's there to help out. And gets a good fend going too.
No hand Shark. Stay there. No more 9. Stop 9.
Holler, back it goes. And Lavia onto the left foot. And out it goes.
It's another great start to the game from Sims Davidson, isn't it? The Chiefs prop, there he is there on the screen. Just getting around the park.
Good work.
Good player.
Lavia was only just out or inside the 22 instead of foot on the line. Inquiries made. That's gone way down the back. Not tidy, but Pinar has it to Stain. Stain gets bashed by Holler as he gets the pass away. Now Bortus and Montgomery running onto it. Trying to find some space up the middle. Holler makes another tackle. Sides them down. Now Dion Carstens.
Roll away, Chiefs.
Coming for Pinar. Ndungani. Trying to get a little shimmy going.
Hand off.
They're defending well. Their defence hasn't been good in the last couple of weeks, the Sharks, but better tonight. And the Chiefs, the Chiefs' defence hasn't been good, and the Sharks are making mistakes. And now the touch judge wants to say.
Just head back, thanks. High tackle. Keep your tackles down, please. It's a penalty here against you. Here.
Yeah, I think he's got right to actually make an
Leave the ball,
inquiry.
please.
It's the only one I can think of, Tony.
That was about 2 or 3 minutes ago, Drakey.
Have a shot.
Yeah, well,
Shot at goal.
I'm trying to think like the touch judge, Matt, and it's pretty hard.
I'll have a look and see. Here's Stain.
Yeah, have a chat.
That was the one. Look here.
Well, I guess if you're on the touch line 30 or 40 metres away, it might look like he's going around the head.
But I saw this guy kick before the game, and I tell you what, distance will not be a problem.
Oh no, he's got a good 10 metres on this. There it goes. And over it goes. Well, there's a little warning to the Chiefs. Don't give away penalties inside your own half. And Stain gets the Sharks on the board. At last they have something to show. They've taken a buffeting in the first 35 minutes of this game. Down by 18-3 the Sharks.
Stay there. Stay
And Pinar has it just inside the 22. Out it goes. Lawaki, well, he thought about a quick throw, but Peterson following up.
Yeah, good from Pinar. Just takes the pressure off Stain a wee bit there. Just kick over the top. Looking the way Leonard's been kicking. Box kick. Effective.
Just wait till that one goes.
Well, they've had a dull couple of minutes now, the Chiefs. I think they want to come back here.
Robinson goes up.
Leave him in the air. Don't grab him in the air, please. 15 in.
And it was Jan Muller all over him. And so the referee blows the whistle. Just again there, notice that I think it was Smith just dragging AJ Fenter away.
Yeah, no, I think it was Skinstad actually.
Skinstad again, was it?
He's obviously showing a bit of leadership. Well, even when they're all over him, he's very strong, isn't he, Rob? Well, he dropped it, and that's when they got the penalty, I guess.
Thank you.
Great opportunity for the Chiefs.
Yeah, it's good.
Go for a full line out. They might go for a rumble. Sunga's just loitering with intent outside Donald.
Down to the back they go. Marty Holler fires the pass off to Tassessa Lavia. Got on the other side of the tackler too. Now Lauaki. Brought this again around the ankles. But they've got it. Donald runs into two of them. Sets it up nicely though. Tom Willis drives it on.
Back other side.
To the short side they go. Sims Davison, Waylon Murray desperately trying to bring him to ground. There it is, picked up by Messam. Heads off out on the open side. There it is. Willis again. Put on the ground by Carstens. Now they'll go wide. Lavia moving it on. Lauaki this time taken care of. So they've gone back. Now a little probe by Leonard.
Leave the player, ball's clear.
Going for Holler. Lauaki's there. And offloads it nicely to Sims Davison. That's the goal line. He calls a scrum.
There's another example of patience again from the Chiefs, wasn't it? Good patience, no one going too far. Unlike the Sharks who are offloading in those 50-50 situations, the Chiefs showing patience.
Oh, it's clever football right from the line out. Holler over the top. They just seem to be thinking a bit quicker or just a bit sharper than the Sharks, aren't they? Everything they're doing. They're up for this game tonight.
Well, I'm sure that the Sharks would have been well aware of the threat of the Chiefs, but I guess they had a real high last week. They looked very relaxed before the game. They won't be relaxed now. Lauaki
from the Sharks game.
Tarak went along 7. Stay last, please. Number 4, Sharks.
And just having a look, you can see that Davison's peeled away. And he's got the arm out here for an offside.
Playing advantage.
So they can have a real crack at it now. Little kick through. Lavia after it. Lavia gets a second. Lovely kick through from Donald. Boy, you've only got to wonder what it might have been like if these guys were playing this sort of football in the first half of the season.
Oh, it's great vision though, isn't it? See the rushing defence comes up. Chip kick. Well, off the post, you get a bit of luck, but you have to make your own, don't you?
Yeah, you caught it too, Tony. They had all the luck now. They had the penalty. And good on you, Steve Donald. He's come back well this season and playing very good rugby. And Lavia complimenting him well on number 12. Try number 2 for Tassessa Lavia.
Well, I think the appearance of this bloke in the number 12 jersey, I think he's done something for Donald's game. He's just taken a bit of the heat off him, some of the decision making, and now they're working very effectively together. And Donald adds the extra points, and at half-time, in the battle of two of the form sides of this competition, it's the Chiefs fighting to stay in it, leading by 25-3 over the Sharks. They've got a huge catch-up job in the second half, and at the moment, the Chiefs still controlling the game really well. Liam Messam running into James and getting away from James and through a hole. Gets the pass away to Lavia. Leonard, brilliant try. The best defence in Super 14 busted open again, and the Chiefs have a bonus point.
Well, Messam, sort of a child star, but they wondered if he had the bulk. Well, James has got him. He had him, and then he lost him. Great pace. And this is what you're talking about, Matt. Just accuracy, no mistake football. Leonard had to juggle to hang on to it, but really it was clever play.
Yeah, it does, Drake. It sums up the night, doesn't it? They're just not making mistakes. It's a lot of dew out here. It's a slippery, it's a cold night. No wind, but the skill level of the Chiefs has been superb.
Well, Stephen Donald right in front for him. It's 30-3. Who'd have believed it? Now make it 32-3. You can see it there. They've marked that up brilliantly. And they've done that well all night. Fenter makes a half a metre.
Inside advantage. Leave that play now.
Pinar. Now it goes to Carstens.
Roll away. Back over here in the side. Number 6.
A lot of talk. You wonder, Tony, the Sharks been talking too much all night. They've been telling the referee everything.
Now they're going to take a scrum.
Yeah, we'll wait for the prop. Time out, I've got a prop down.
Just got to wait here. I think
Just through your captain, please.
Well, it's an interesting position, as you say. I mean, there's so many points behind. You can just see one of the Larky comes in here. He ploughs through the middle, does he? Couldn't resist. That's where the penalty came from. I said he came from the side. He came from the back, but I think he just ploughed right through it.
Last one? Bit better? Okay.
Just under 16,000 here at Waikato Stadium tonight. So the crowds have been good over the last month here, and the way they're playing, although it is going to be their last one, isn't it? They're away next week to the Waratahs, and then the final down at Jade Stadium for the Chiefs.
Just here.
final game of the round robin, I think you're referring to.
Final game of the round robin, absolutely.
Not the final? Not a prediction?
Not yet, TJ.
Well, I was talking to the marketing manager, Pat Millsop, and he said that they've actually got the best crowd figures here they've had for about 3 years. Crowd figures up on the last 2 years.
Touch, pause, engage.
Skinstad off the back, having a go, scores!
Yes.
Bob Skinstad gets the try, first of the night for the Sharks at last. Something to celebrate.
Yeah, good scrum wasn't it? I think they've scrummed well all night, gave them an opportunity. They came up on this side. Liam Messam, well, he went wide. I think it's his man first up, isn't it? Under the rules. Gets there easy in the end, Matt. Doesn't even need to do much.
Good comeback from Skinstad, isn't it? In the Sharks' colours. Had a good game on the side of the scrum against the Blues last week. Had a bit of talking going on tonight with his mate in the loose forwards, but a very good try off the base of the scrum.
Montgomery, and he's left that well wide. No conversion, it's 32-8.
Warren Britt's coming on. Sorry, Drakey. Warren Britt's coming on for Bob Skinstad at number 8. So Dick Muir starting to rotate. We'll put the changes through. Just the lack of communication with the Sharks in that instance there, and that sums up a lot of what's gone wrong tonight so far.
Long kick downfield from Donald, and Pinar was waiting for it. Staying with him, and he puts a high kick downfield. Sivivadu comes ahead. That one's bounced off the chest, and they've got it back. Here's Carstens. Put on the ground by Liam Messam. This is a good passage of play here. And Skinstad, I should say Butch James again, sliding the kick through, and that's a better result.
Oh, yeah, Peterson was after that, wasn't he? That's clever. That was good play. Came from the Pinar kick, went up Sivivadu. Well, he was under pressure this time. It was a lovely sliding kick.
Who's your half?
Yeah, the one before wasn't great. That was a beaut, and it's got a very good result. Line out about 8 metres from the corner.
Half?
Smith, Vandenberg. They've defended the line-out drive pretty well so far tonight, have the Chiefs.
Out of there, number 8, Chiefs, get out.
Noaki obliges.
Come from behind, number 6, number 3, get out of there. Advantage in the side.
Now Bortis. Oh, very close.
Over here, in the side.
Well, they'll have to watch it, the Chiefs. Be down to 14.
Yep.
Sharks having a real crack at them at the moment, trying to get back into the game. Finter has it.
No, get out, you want the half.
Just edging, well, across field more than anything. Ackerman's got it, though.
Out of there now, 6.
And again, very close. Well, Pinar's got it short side for Carstens. He's over the line. Can he get it down?
Get it down. Just gonna check. We go upstairs.
Well, they'll go upstairs.
Gary, you there? Check him, try spin squad, please. If not, we're coming back to the
Just see, they're not going too far back, the Sharks, are they? They're not sure if he got it down.
Well, the interesting thing will be,
now where's the captain?
not sure whether this is going to show us anything or not. Well, you can see the
Where's
ball.
the ball? Gee, I think that's down. That's a try, isn't it? I don't know where the touch judge was. What was he doing?
Right
in front of him.
Right in front of 2 officials too.
Okay.
Oh, I can't believe that if they didn't.
When he unbinds, don't come back around in the side.
Whether that hand is underneath it, I'm not sure, but the touch judge is right there. Crikey. I'm just wondering about this one here now. There was a hand in there and it was Leonard's hand. You can see the ball coming down now. It looked like it was going to get very close. Whether there was a hand underneath, I'm not sure.
Well, John Smith has just reminded the referee that he was playing advantage. Let's have a look.
Look at the hand from Leonard, is it?
Yep.
There. I don't think that the hand's under the ball. I reckon
No, that's his arm there, holding it, cradling the ball. I'd say that's touched the grass.
I'd say so, but whether they can see it.
Yeah, James,
Yes.
you may award the try.
Thank you.
Try it is to Dion Carstens, and now they trot back to halfway.
Well, this is great perseverance in the end.
Yeah,
They're a bit tighter this time, Matt, and I think that was the difference on the drive. They committed a lot of the Chiefs players, gave them an opportunity on the blind.
Yeah, it's all pretty error-free stuff too, isn't it, from the Sharks? That's their power game. They do it well when they keep it close, use the big men. And just too much power there. Good play from Peterson just to get him behind.
It's now 32-13. This would reduce the margin to 17 points. No goal. So it's 32-13. It remains.
No numbers.
Down towards the back from Duplessis.
15. Get out of there, 7.
A bit upright there was Brits, and it's enabled Donald, I think, initially to wrap his arms around the ball.
7, come here.
Oh, he's going for his pocket.
Too many times come in to spoil on the wrong side.
Mate, once it goes over.
Off you go, please.
It's over.
Penalties here.
So they're down to 14 for all but the last 3 minutes of the game. James puts it into the corner again.
Oh, well, he comes right round the outside. I mean, that's pretty cynical.
Now, don't join once numbers
I
are
don't know
set.
what you think, Tony. I think Lecky's done not a bad job. The referee, he's had a lot of pressure, and I think he's done pretty well.
Yep, agreed.
Yep.
Down to the back, and Brits
Thank you.
not straight.
Whistle's gone.
That's not a good time to get the throw off target, Bismarck Duplessis. It'll give the Chiefs a chance to clear.
Here we go, let's go. Who's the boss now?
I was wondering who the skipper is. I guess Bates is on, maybe.
He's got plenty of choices out there.
Yeah.
Crouch, touch, pause, engage.
They're down a man, but quickly taking it off the back was Liam Messam.
Hand off, last week, step one more. One more step last.
Leonard
You as well.
taking an age to get it out, but now it comes. He's actually put that straight up high in the air.
Back
Ball's
off,
gone
Charles.
loose and hasn't been tidied up. Now it has been by Warren Brits. Ackerman's got it. He goes to
No,
ground.
now, Chiefs, leave it.
Chiefs have got a player out of action at the moment. Now they're kicking for the corner. And he might take that over the
5
touch
metre
and
scrum.
goal. That'll be a 5 metre scrum. Sivivatu.
We've lost a few players, but I have been impressed with the Sharks scrum so far. Up against 7. Don't know whether they want to shift it too far. Keep the ball in pretty close. The Chiefs, they'll be down on the blind side. They'll shift somebody to the open side. Bates will go open side.
Okay, here we go.
Messon will go at number 8. So the blind's probably a bit too short to do anything with.
Crouch. Touch.
For the Sharks.
Pause, engage.
Kenny Lau left to guard the blind.
That's a great scrum.
It's gone down.
In your day, John Drake, you just go scrum it at 1 metre at a time, scrum it until you got to the goal line. Of course, they've got to go back to the 5 metre mark these days.
Yeah, it's not fair, is it? So this is a challenge for the Chiefs, isn't it?
Make sure we keep it up.
Tough on this side.
Crouch. Touch. Pause. Engage.
Crockett has it in.
Stay on 8. Stay behind at halfback.
He's trying to turn it around. It may have come the full.
Corner.
No, he says the front rows have come up.
They've got to be careful though, the
I
Chiefs.
think they've gone up
Claps
first.
it a couple of times.
We're going to go for the try.
No worries.
If we spine in line, they pull around and shoot.
If they unbind, I'm watching it.
He's been waiting all day to have a chat, hasn't he,
Well,
AJ?
I think he might well. He actually is the captain now. So
Don't shear off.
go for it.
Crouch. Touch.
10
Pause,
minutes to
engage.
play. Crockett puts it in. Chiefs holding. Oh, Bortas ringing away,
1-6. Hand off.
smuggling it back. Crockett had a look at the blind side.
No.
Very close to the line here.
Held up. 5 metre.
He went straight through, didn't he?
Well, someone's got underneath that.
Was it Albert Thunderberg? Last man up.
Indeed it was, and Leonard was the man.
Play down.
Let's have a look here. Look for the number 18 there.
I want the hooker.
Oh, gee, just
Who's
held up,
hooking?
wasn't it?
16.
Yeah, I think it might well have been Stephen Bates.
Just for a sec.
The Chiefs down, and it's Liam Messam.
Stay up, okay? I don't want anyone rolling on this side. You guys are in charge.
They got to be careful here, the Chiefs. They could almost get a penalty try against them if they do anything wrong. The referee's doing a lot of talking to them.
Another good performance from Stephen Donald. He's been replaced by Tane Tuipaluto, which will mean Levere will go into 5'8". And a good few weeks from Stephen Donald in the number 10 jersey.
Well, Messam's having to go too for the blood bin, and that'll bring Craig West coming on, was it?
He's been pulled back. He was pretty quick to get
Sorry, my
on,
mistake. I thought he was
but
off.
they've had a
Time out.
change of
I thought he
heart,
was
and
back.
Lawaki goes back on. Craig West was looking to get onto that loose forward position.
Like every prop, wanted to play flanker.
I don't think
Make
so.
sure that time stops, mate. And rewind about 10 seconds on that. Yeah, the official timekeeper's got it. Official timekeeper's right.
Just under 9 minutes to play.
Wait up. Why are you saying that? It was a blood bin. Up we come. Did he go off as an injury? Did he go off as an injury?
Well, this is a good point.
Where's the number 4 or 5?
Yeah,
Does
actually,
number
that's
8 come off as an injury?
They can't replace the loose forward if it's a blood bin, I think is what they're saying.
Okay, and have we got a new player back on?
You can't go, he's on the front row. You can't come back on.
No, you stay out of it. Walk over there, thank you. Have I got the correct player on the field?
Well, they've got enough guys, officials on the sideline.
Yes, but did he come off as an injury? Tactical, he can come back on for
There are
blood.
rules governing the blood bin, which I think we'll leave it up to the referee to sort
Okay.
out. I'm sure he'll explain it.
For blood, he can come back on.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's right, you're
All
right.
right.
He didn't go off as an injury, went off tactical.
There you go.
Time is up.
Messam was the man who has gone to the blood bin.
Pause, engage.
Kick through there. Oh, he's given a penalty try.
Yep.
And the guy who kicked it through was Lauaki.
Drop in on this side.
Well, he could have got him for also. They split away the front row, the Chiefs, and he warned them about that just before. I thought it was an accident waiting to happen.
He can come
So
on
it's
for
a
blood,
penalty
my friend.
try.
Leave it to me.
8 minutes to play.
Look, yeah, well,
He's
he's
also
unbound, but look at the
unbounded.
Chiefs front row though. They've come up and they've tried to pull it away. You name it, they could have. They infringed.
Thank you. Get it done, will you? Get it done before kickoff. Let's go.
So it's 35-20. 8 minutes to play. Chiefs had it, well, I think they thought all wrapped up.
They're taking their
Thank you.
time, aren't they?
Missing back.
Okay, no more
Milwaukee
delay,
off.
please.
So it's now a 15-point game. Down it goes to Peterson. And, well, Peterson decides to have them on instead of kicking.
All right, Chief.
Sharks have got it through Duplessis. Chiefs trying to wrap him up.
Out of it, G2. Get up and walk.
Now
Watch that
Brits
behind me, Brett.
offloading it. Cockatoy taken high there.
Ball's gone
by
forward.
Lavia.
Keep the tackles down. Keep the tackles down.
Well, you'll know watching at home that the difference is more than 2 converted tries. It's a very flat kick from Francois Steyn, but he's got it into touch on the 10-metre mark. Watch the tackle there.
2 balls.
It's also within 7
Right.
points, isn't it, Tony? The 4th try and within 7. Chiefs come away with 2 points tonight. But most probably under the circumstances be quite happy.
Well, the Sharks here, they're looking for bonus points, which have kept the Chiefs in the hunt right throughout this competition. And now slicing through is Barrett. Bortus plays the link man, picked up by Jakes.
Back off Black.
Jacobs, that's been deflected back.
So it's going to be a scrum if he goes back.
Masanga trying to get himself out of trouble. Now he needs some help.
Hand off Black. It's coming.
Oh, turnover.
Sharks have got it.
Don't pull him
And
in.
the numbers.
The beast has got it. Reaching in, Duplessis has a go. Can't get it down, can he? Oh, he's close. That's a try. It's a bonus point try. And the Sharks are roaring back into it. Bismarck Duplessis has scored. 4th try. The Sharks have got a bonus, but they are sprinting back to halfway.
And some fantastic back play, wasn't it? James,
Yeah, right.
just a 50-50 offloads, which worked for them. They've got them right down the other end. Look at this. Into the space. They're desperate. There's a hand in here. That was a hand from Kinney Lau.
Let's go.
Sunker does very, very well here to get back into play, but the turnover came, the try, and I tell you what, the Chiefs are coming back very slowly, and the referee said time off.
Yeah, they were slow,
sure we
right?
jog
Now they
back,
were really,
please.
this was slow before, now they're very slow. And here they go. The Sharks
Time is
are
on.
they're starting to prowl now. They're looking now, they're circling. 35-27. They're after another bonus now.
Well, I think with 6 minutes to play, they might be looking at more than a bonus. Peterson sets off. De Malmont's trying to wrap him up, but he can't. Now Cockett trying to wriggle through. Taken by Leonard. Fenter struggling ahead. Now Ackerman. Ball squirts out. And he was offside, was he? Yes. Christian Ormsby.
I had a maul. I had a
Well, this is
maul.
interesting.
Yeah, ball
Staying still on the field.
No, I didn't.
Can he have a shot for goal from here?
Thank you.
It's a fair way, but oh
Thank
no.
you.
Well, they've got to score twice.
Yeah, I'm just Venter's having a say. Listen,
That's
What do you
right.
think?
I think it's worth a crack.
Well,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
Got it, go.
Because this will bring them into
Yeah.
a second bonus point territory.
and he just tried to push the ball back about a metre forward. quite clever. The referee pushed it back.
The halfback pushed it forward after the referee pulled it
water,
back.
please, at the penalty.
Bit of drama, isn't it? This is fantastic.
They've scored 14 points since Marty Holler was sent to the bin, and he's still got another minute to go. This gives the Sharks the chance to win the game if it goes over. Distance not a problem, but it's away to the left.
Thank you. Okay, send the sin bin to me.
Well, he's back. Full compliment. Marty Holler coming back on. Jared Payne coming on for Roy Kinney. Oh, sorry, for Lilia Masanga.
Thank you. Just wait till he goes.
Again,
Here it comes.
the Chiefs in no hurry to restart, but he stopped the clock.
Okay.
Now it's
Time
back on again. 3.5 to play. Lavia, long restart. Now to James, to Montgomery. Gets it away to Jacobs. Jacobs still going. Back in field it goes to Peterson. He's lost it. It's a scrum. Could ill afford a mistake there. He's dropped a few tonight, as young JP Peterson.
Yeah, I think it was Tane Tuipulotu coming across and cover. Good defence from him.
Crouch, touch, pause, in goes. This side. Loose head's missed his bind. Get me a bind. Hey,
a shot
from
at
me, thanks.
Tarawera on the other side. But
Crouch, touch, pause, engage.
and it goes. Mess him off the
Hand
back.
up, touch on the ground. Stay last, one more step.
Leonard kicks, as he's done so often tonight, driving them back. Peterson this time takes it safely. Montgomery looks one way, then the other. Gets it back to Peterson. Gets past, well, tried to get past the first tackle of Payne, but he's got him.
Stay.
Reaching in his cocket to James. Pops a nice little pass through a hole for Jacobs. On it goes to Barrett, running into space. Duplessis in support. Tuipulotu's got him. Barrett's gone down, injured.
Step, please. No more.
Back it goes now to Jacobs. Doubling around, Tuipulotu, good defender, up on him. And he held on. Good play by Tane Tuipulotu on his feet.
10.
Yes, he's made an impact since he's come on in his defence. Last couple of tackles have been vital.
10, please.
Geez, they were pretty quick outside the Chiefs. I think the Sharks might be not too happy about the offside line there, but good play from Tuipulotu.
Well, again, taking an eternity here. Tarsesa Lavia. And that might just be their last chance of a fantastic win it would have been had they been able to get it. Now, just over a minute to play, and the Chiefs will be keen to hang on to this, complete the win, and deny the Sharks another bonus point.
Clean.
Robinson, what a good man to have in the line-out.
From behind now, 18. No hand on it, Sharks, not the side.
Coming now, Lavia, flat pass, Tuipulotu spinning in the tackle.
Get your feet first, ruck now.
Butch James has gone in there,
He was tackler.
and he's been allowed to play the ball. You heard the referee. So 30 seconds to go. Crockett puts the kick downfield, sprinting across instead of any Sivivadu. He's left it behind. He says backwards, so he picks it up.
No hand on it, get off.
Now he'll have to get rid of it. Oh, he's got a penalty against the Sharks. Got to reef the ball back with the hands.
I had a bit of a golf at it.
Lavia puts the ball into touch.
Is that over?
The Chiefs win it, 55-27, and they are still alive.
The Chiefs have won 35 points to 27.
Blow to the Sharks after their win last week over the Blues. They get a bonus point, frantic finish, and the Chiefs. What a good win for them, John Drake.
Oh, it was. They really got out of the blocks very quickly tonight. Got the points. The Sharks had to play chase-up football, and quite frankly, I thought they were dead and buried, but they showed a lot of character to come back, as did the Chiefs in the last 5 or so minutes, good under pressure.